All right, guys, welcome to King of the Pit, and I got something a little bit different for you today. I got a guy, he's a do-it-yourselfer, he's out of Virginia, and ever since I posted this video, he's been drawing so much attention. The band, his name is Ruckus VA, and they're my next featured guest right here today, baby. Let's go on King of the Pit.
The most significant thing you could do in your life was die.
Can you tell the world who you are and about the band Ruckus?
Well, I am Nard. I have been in the music scene and been a musician for about 15 years. I've been through a few share of my projects. Majority of them failed, hence why I'm making the project Ruckus. And Ruckus is just basically my own little brainchild that is a combination of just angry riffs and a lot of weird experimental house music kind of stuff that I've always loved as I grew up.
How long have you been working on Ruckus?
I think it's about to be 2 months shy of a full year since I've started it. Once I lost the urge to be with the band that I was with before, I decided to basically, a couple months shy of me leaving that project, begin Ruckus, and it's just been going since then, and putting out music as much as I can.
Metal has been a big part of the music scene for a long time. What makes you unique or different?
At least in terms of modern day metal, I think the thing that really makes me unique in terms of just what I've made Ruckus to be is just kind of bringing more towards the full-on DIY kind of hardcore punk area. I'm trying to bring that towards the light a little bit more, and then also kind of show that foundation in I guess Black culture and Black history as well, because a big portion of the roots that Ruckus created were a blend of house music, because I also make house music off to the side, and then putting together my side of metal music and metal writing and stuff like that. And I guess I kind of try to bring that to the forefront as well, to kind of create that unique spike or that kind of niche little thing that makes Ruckus Ruckus.
What's the scene like in your area? What are the pros and cons?
That's a loaded question, but it's a big answer. But to really bring it down, one of the biggest pros about the Virginia Beach area, or just like the Hampton Roads metal scene, is that we're very supportive. We're very big on trying to push friends' music and stuff like that. I think the biggest con in that is that we get lost in our own echo chamber, and we just want to support the only people that are in the local area, or don't really want to support people just because of they're not friends with them or close with them. So yeah.
Can you tell us about your new upcoming music?
Well, depending on when this interview goes live, we have a new single, Exodia, coming out, or will be out by April 6th. It'll be available on pretty much anywhere you can listen to music. And then beyond that, we have maybe another single before putting out an announcement for possibly an EP collection. I have no idea. That's just something I have in my head.
Where can people find your music?
Basically everywhere. but specifically, you can find it on all streaming platforms. You can find them also on Bandcamp and SoundCloud. Fun caveat that I always will do, that I've been doing for the last release or so, is basically before the big streaming platforms get it, like Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that. Bandcamp and SoundCloud get the tracks completely upfront a week ahead of time, and you can basically listen to it and share it like that. And then, of course, it'll follow suit with everything else in terms of streaming.
What's next for Ruckus in 2026?
I would say for sure releasing as much music as I can humanly do possible. Let's do that again. Humanly do possible.
What does Ruckus have planned for 2026?
Release music as much as I can, and hopefully maybe play a show, because we haven't played shows yet because it's just me. So I need people for that. So I think that's going to be like priority one. But we're still going to keep releasing music.
What would you like the audience of the show, King of the Pit, to take most from your music?
I mean, musically, I like them to really just kind of enjoy the high energy and the bounce. I believe that the project itself is turning into a very fun amalgamation of different styles kind of put together, but in like a very just meat and potatoes way. But in terms of just like what I kind of stand for in terms of the project, I think would be kind of like hardcore value with a little bit of polish, or at least just a little bit of attention to detail more. And, you know, to pretty much say what you see on the streets and what you don't fuck with or what you don't align with, and speak on that, especially in terms for movements and things like that, but also be able to express yourself however you see fit in whatever outlets that are fun in yours.
The Egyptians believed the most significant thing you could do in your life was die.
You fucking